We often hear that communication is the foundation of any strong relationship. But what does that mean? How can we go beyond just saying words to truly connect with those we care about? Today, I will provide some practical, real-world tips that you can start using immediately. So, let's jump in. Let's begin with the golden communication rule. Listen to understand, not respond. I get it. We all want to have our say, but sometimes we're so focused on what we will say next that we don't hear the other person's words. And that's where things can start to go downhill. Imagine your partner is telling you about something that has been bothering them. Instead of jumping with your defense or side of the story, just take a breath and listen. Focus on their words, their tone, and even their body language. Ask yourself, what are they really trying to tell me? This way, you are not just waiting for your turn to talk, you're actually engaging in a real conversation. It's like when you are in a heated debate and just waiting for the tiny pause to jump in with your counter-argument. But here's the thing, you are not really listening when you do that. You are missing the chance to understand where the other person is coming from. And let's be honest, when someone feels like they are not being heard, they are less likely to hear you out. Listening to understand means you're consciously trying to get what the other person is saying. It's about putting yourself in their shoes, even for a moment. This doesn't mean you have to agree with everything they say, but it does mean you are giving their perspective the respect it deserves. And when you do that, you are more likely to have a meaningful conversation instead of just a back and forth argument. It's okay to disagree in a relationship. Actually, it's healthy. But there is a vast difference between disagreeing and dismissing someone's feelings. If your partner shares something you disagree with, don't just brush it off like it doesn't matter. Instead, acknowledge their feelings. You can say, I see where you're coming from, but here's how I see it. This shows that you respect their perspective even if it differs from yours. Dismissal can create a huge rift in any relationship. It's like saying your feelings don't matter, and no one wants to hear that. So, next time, keep an open mind and remember that it's possible to disagree without making the other person feel unheard. One of the biggest mistakes we make in communication is assuming that if we disagree with someone, we have to convince them that they are wrong. But guess what? It's okay for two people to see the same situation differently. In fact, it's normal. What's important is that you can both express your views without feeling like you are being shut down or dismissed. When you disagree, take it as an opportunity to learn more about the other person's perspective. Ask questions like, why do you feel that way? Or can you help me understand where you're coming from? These questions show that you're genuinely interested in their viewpoint, which can lead to a more productive conversation. Be open and honest in your communication. It only takes one lie or one withheld truth to start a domino effect of distrust and confusion. If something bothering you, bring it up. Gently, of course. And if you're asked a tough question, be truthful, even if it's uncomfortable. Here is the thing, honesty builds trust, and trust is the foundation of any strong relationship. The truth may sting a little at first, but it's way better than the pain of finding out you weren't being upfront. Being honest doesn't mean being brutally blunt. It's about being transparent and authentic while also being considerate of the other person's feelings. For example, if you're upset about something, instead of saying you always do this and it's so annoying, you might say, I feel really frustrated when this happens because it makes me feel like my concerns aren't being heard. This way, you can express your feelings honestly without making the other person feel attacked. When you create a safe space for honesty in your relationship, trust will grow stronger over time. Don't make it all about you. Let's be honest, sometimes we just need to vent. But if every conversation turns into a monologue about your feelings, your day, your problems, well, that's not communication, is it? It's essential to ensure you're also inviting the other person into the conversation. After you have shared your thoughts, ask them how they feel or think about the situation. This not only keeps the conversation balanced, but also shows that you value their input. Remember, a relationship is a two-way street, and that applies to communication too. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that your perspective is the most important one. After all, it's the one of the most familiar with. However, a healthy relationship thrives on mutual respect and understanding. So next time you do most of the talking, step back and think. Am I really engaging the other person, or am I just venting? Invite the other person to share their thoughts. You might be surprised at how much richer your conversations become when both sides are equally involved. And when you show that you're genuinely interested in what they have to say, it strengthens your bond. Oh, compromise, the unsung hero of every successful relationship. Nobody likes feeling like they are always giving in. But let's face it, sometimes that's what it takes to keep the peace. And if both people are willing to meet in the middle, that's where the magic happens. When discussing something involving different opinions or needs, try to find a middle ground. It's not exactly what either of you wanted, but it's something you can both live with. Compromise doesn't mean losing. You are both winning together. In any relationship, there will be moments when your needs or desires clash with the other person's. Maybe you want to go out and they want to stay in. Maybe you are saving for something big and they want to splurge on a spontaneous trip. In these moments, compromise is what keeps the relationship balanced. Compromising doesn't mean giving up your own needs. It means finding a way to honor yours and theirs. When both people are willing to do this, it creates a dynamic where both of you feel valued and respected. Watch your body language. Communication isn't just about words. Your body language says much about your feelings, often more than you realize. Are you crossing your arms while your partner is talking? Rolling your eyes? Looking at your phone? All these things can signal that you're not interested or don't care. Instead, try to be more mindful of how you're physically interacting with the person you're talking to. Face them, make eye contact, and put away distractions. Even small changes like this can greatly affect how your communication is received. Our bodies have a way of communicating what we might not be willing to say out loud. If you're feeling defensive or uninterested, your body language will likely reflect that, even if you're trying to hide it. This can create misunderstandings or make the other person feel like you're not fully engaged. Next time you are conversing, pay attention to your body language. Are you open and engaged, or are you closed off and distant? Making a conscious effort to align your body language with your words can make your communication more effective and your relationship stronger. Turn towards, not away. This one comes straight from the experts at the Gottman Institute. They discuss the importance of turning towards your partner's beats for connection. What does that mean? Well, it's all about those small moments, like when your partner signs, comments, or even looks at you. These are all beats for your attention and connection. You have a choice in these moments. Either engage and turn towards them, or ignore them and turn away. The more you choose to turn towards, the stronger your relationship will become. These little things add up to a deep, lasting connection. Turning towards your partner is about being present and attentive in those everyday moments. It's not always about grand gestures, it's about the little things. Maybe it's pausing your work to ask how their day was, or putting down your phone, then they start talking to you. These small actions show that you're engaged and that you care about what they have to say. Lastly, let's discuss 3 key skills: insight, mutuality, and emotional regulation. These skills come from Jen DeVille's concept of romantic competence and are game changers. Insight is about knowing yourself and understanding your partner. It's being aware of your needs and behaviors and how they affect your relationship. Mutuality is all about understanding that both people have equally essential needs. It's about being willing to meet each other halfway. Emotion regulation keeps your emotions in check so you don't drive the conversation off the rails. It's about staying calm and thinking clearly even when things get heated. Be willing to apologize and forgive. No one is perfect, and even the best communicators make mistakes. What's important is how you handle those mistakes. Apologizing isn't just about saying, "I'm sorry." It's about taking responsibility for your actions and showing that you understand how they affected the other person. And to forgive when you have been wronged is crucial for maintaining a strong relationship. It's about freeing yourself from the burden of holding on to anger or resentment. Lastly, remember to celebrate the good times. Communication isn't just about navigating conflicts, it's also about sharing joy, laughter, and positive experiences. Make it a point to regularly share what you appreciate about each other, celebrate milestones, and enjoy each other's company. Watch our previous video here and remember that communication is a skill that can always be improved. So why not start today? If you found this video helpful, please take this video, share it with someone who could use a little communication boost, and subscribe for more tips on living your best life. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!